Namo Buddhaya and greetings to everyone. Welcome to the MOOC courses on Pali Abhidhamma at Swayam portal under the Ministry of Education, Government of India. In this module, we are going to discuss concentration, that is Samādhi, in Theravāda Buddhism. The objective of this module is to understand the nature, meaning and definition of Samādhi. It also discusses the various sort of Samādhi and its benefit. Theravāda system of meditation teaches a gradual process through which an ardent and a sagacious practitioner can realize an ultimate bliss called Nibbana. This gradual process consists of 7 purifications. Purification of concentration called Chitta Visuddhi is the second stage among them. This module attempts to comprehend the second stage of purification. In this connection, it is divided into 2 parts. In the first part, we will introduce the concentration by the way of discussing its scope, definition and meaning, and the second part deals with the various types of concentrative levels, their attainments and obstructions belonging to mundane and supramundane state of mind. Moreover, it discusses the advantages of practicing concentration at mundane level. Let's begin with an introduction. The only test of Buddha Dhamma is liberation, said the Buddha. Dhamma vinayo ekaraso vimutti raso. This statement is taken from Udan. This is to say, liberation from a defiled or an unwholesome state of mind. If we look deeply into the teachings of the historical Buddha, we find that the aim of Buddhist teaching is to make each and every sentient being skillful in mind training so that they can purify their mind by their own. However, it is necessary to have enough virtue and gathering of meritorious deeds. Sabba papas akaranang kusalas upasampada as the basis. With great emphasis on the purity of the mind, the Buddha has said that the mind is forerunner in all activities. Manopubangama dhamma manosettha manomaya. This world is led around by the mind itself. Chitten niyati loko. It is from the mind it is dragged here and there. Chitten parikassati. Mind is said to be the one thing. Chitten ek dhammas, that has all under its control. Sabbeva vassam anavaggu iti. Buddha has said that mind is responsible for the defilement and purification of being. Sentient beings are defiled with the defilement of mind and they are purified with the clean state of mind. Chittang kilesa bhikkhave satta sankilisanti chittavodana satta visujjanti. The intrinsic nature of mind is pure and luminous. However, it is defiled by incoming defilement phenomena. Pabhassarang idang bhikkhave chittang tang chakho agantukehi upakkilesehi upakkilithanti ti. Therefore, it is from the mind that we behave like a human, God, animal, demon or even as the Buddha. With all these points, it is understood how significant the practice of concentration is. It is said that a tamed mind is the carrier of happiness. Chittang dantang sukhavahang. However, it is very hard to control and restrain the wavering and fickle mind. Phandanang chapalang chittang durrakhang dunnivarayang. A question arises, who can concentrate. A person who is qualified in morality can only concentrate rightly, as the Buddha says, with the proper and complete development of virtue, that is Sil Paribhavito, only one can realize the great benefit of concentration. Sil Paribhavito Samādhi Mahaphalo hoti Mahanisanso. In other words, a good control over speech and action and leading a life with right livelihood allow a person to enter into jhanic state with ease. Unmoral phenomena obstruct the path of Samādhi. Let us discuss about the etymology, definition and meaning of Samādhi. Samādhi has three component parts: Sang, A and Dhar. The first two component part are prefixes which imply the sense of completeness and proper. The vowel root dhar is to hold. Therefore, it means to hold completely and properly. But what to hold? The wholesome state of mind or the positive mental tendencies. As it is said, kusal chittas ekaggata samadhi. One pointedness concentration associated with wholesome consciousness is called concentration. Acharya Buddha Ghosh in his magnum opus, the Visuddhimagga, says the term Samādhi by fourfold methodologies, that is, by the way of characteristics, function, manifestation and proximate cause. And also he states that in what sense it is said to be concentration. The word Samādhi has been used here in the sense of Samādhan, which means fixing consciousness and psychic factor onto the object evenly and properly. Therefore, concentration is understood when the mind along with associated factor placed on one object properly without any distraction and wavering. The characteristic of Samādhi, Lakhan, is non-distraction. It is avikhepa. And the function, that is ras, of Samādhi is destroying distraction, vikhep vidhamsan. It is manifested, means pachupatthana is non-wavering, avikampana, and the proximate cause of Samādhi, that is padatthana, is bliss, sukha. The Milind Paihon, moreover, discusses the characteristic mark of concentration. It says, being the chief pamukha lakhano Samādhi. Concentration leads all good qualities. All these good phenomena such as virtue, sila, faith, saddha, energy, virya and mindfulness, sati, inclined to concentration, Samādhi ninna, and they lead up towards it, Samādhi pona. There are several instances where samatha, that is serenity meditation, and Samādhi are said to be similar. For example, in the Samādhi Sutta of Samyukta Nikaya, the Buddha encouraged monks to develop concentration so that they can see the phenomena as they really are. The Patisambhidamagga explains samatha and Samādhi as being similar, using both terms to refer to a mental state of non-agitation or non-distraction. A close relationship is also shown in the Dhammasangani. It says, Katamo tasming samaye samatho hoti, ya tasming samaye chittasya thiti, santhiti, avathiti, avisaharo, avikhepo, avisahat manasata, samatho, samadhi indriye, samadhi balam, samadhi samma samadhi, ayang tasming samaye samatho hoti. In the commentary of Digha Nikaya, Buddha Ghosha explains samatha and samadhi as being similar too. Samatho, samadhi.